Hello there, my beautiful friend. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is going to be a beautiful flow, and we're going to start it in child's pose. So let's go ahead and meet on our mats in child's pose. If you want to take wide-legged child's pose, you can do that. Otherwise, we're bringing knees to touch, toes to touch, sending the hips back here, and then we'll walk the hands forward. It's active child's pose, bringing the forehead to the mat. Just tapping into the way you feel here. Bringing all your awareness to the breath. Nice steady inhales and exhales here. We'll take 3 rounds before we get to moving. And slowly we'll take the gaze forward here, and we're going to roll through. So go ahead and send the legs back. Little sphinx, half sphinx. Hands to the outside edge. And let's go ahead and start with some cobra. So inhale, we lift. Open through the chest here. And exhale, we fold. Inhale, lifts. And exhale, we fold. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, lift up. Maybe straightening through the arms, taking that seal, if that feels nice. Maybe even bending the knees. And slowly we release. Go ahead and take the arms in a T and kick over. So we're stretching this left shoulder. If it feels good, you can bring this right hand to this right thigh, or you can keep it on the mat. You should feel this all in this left inner shoulder, almost pulling on your chest muscles. And just coming back to the breath. Finding the calm. Maybe even creating the calm if there is no calm around you. And slowly we'll peel back to center. Now the right arm's going to go out and we're going to kick over towards that right arm. And of course, if it feels good, you can bring this left hand to this left thigh. Definitely adds a little more pressure to that right shoulder. And like I said, if there's chaos filling you up right now, come to the breath. Come to the calm. Find your calm here. Inhale slowly, we'll come back around. And then we're going to go ahead and push up and back, coming in for an all fours position here. Let's go and take some wrist warm-ups. So we're just going to rock forwards and backwards. And then let's rock side to side. Beautiful. Come back to center here. Go ahead and kick that left leg back, right arm forward. Holding in our bird dog here, gaze is forward. Big in breath and out breath here. If it feels good, you can reach this right arm around to grab that left foot and maybe kick through that left foot into that right hand. Opening through the chest again and this left hip flexor. And slowly come back to bird dog, and then we release. Very nice. Shift the hips left to right here. And then when you're ready, that right leg will kick back and left arm goes forward. Gaze is forward, finding our center here, gripping through the mat. Tapping into that breath, that calmness that is inside. And maybe reaching left hand to grab right foot and kick through that right foot. Feeling this all in the chest, that left shoulder and the right hip flexor. Remembering that your breath is there. We should use it. Slowly come back to bird dog, and then we release. Right hand up, tuck the toes, sit back. So this right hand's coming towards this left foot, and then we're going to bring this left hand to the right thigh. Little twisty action here with the toes tucked, but we're not focusing on those tucked toes. We're only focusing on the twist. The beautiful inhales and exhales here. Slowly, we'll release that left hand, come back to the mat. Right hand back up in the sky, and let's roll that wrist out. And let's reverse that roll. Beautiful. Release. Other side. Left hand up. And we're going to reach back towards that right heel here. Right hand, left thigh. Beautiful twisted position. Coming back to that breath. Back to that peace that is inside. And slowly, right hand comes back to the mat. Left hand goes up. And let's take those wrist circles one way. And let's go the other way. Beautiful job. Left hand plants. So now we have both hands on the mat, and we're going to tuck the feet, come into a plank. If you want to take the knees down, be my guest. Really feeling into the calves here and the legs. Gaze is forward. And let's just rock forwards and backwards. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. And we're going to hop, step, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Whew. Inhale, we're going to peel up to standing. Head and neck come last. Roll the shoulder blades down the back body here. Lengthen through the spine. Tuck in that tailbone. Go ahead and bring your left hand to your belly, right hand to your heart. And let's take 3 breaths here. Finding that calm inside. It is always right here. No matter how crazy or chaotic life can be, the stillness resides within us at all times. Peace is there always. We just need to call it up and remember it. Beautiful. You can release your hands. Maybe take a little shake out here. Everybody loves the shake out. Maybe take that roll through the neck. Just finding what feels good in this standing position right here. And then we'll come back to our standing and we'll inhale the arms down to come up. And we'll slice through the sky. Come into a half lift, lengthen through the shoulders. And exhale, we'll fold. Plant the hands and step the feet back. Plank. Go ahead and step that right foot in between the hands. Lower down that back knee, rise up, low lunge. Arms overhead. Lovely. Hands to the mat, push back, half splits. Dig in the right heel into the mat here. Breathe, squaring those hips off. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll back, framing the foot, tucking the back toes, and let's rock forwards and backwards here, little runner's lunge. Feeling this left hip flexor, lengthening and strengthening. And then we're going to step it back, plank. If you want to take a vinyasa, let's do that. If not, you can just meet us in downward facing dog. So we're going to push forward, lower down, push up into our upward facing dog, and meet back down dog. Beautiful. We're going to roll forward into a plank, and then we're going to step the left foot forward. Lower down that back knee, and on an inhale, we rise up. Arms up and overhead. Oh yeah, low lunge is one of my favorites. How about you? Do you like low lunge? I think it's a beautiful stretchy position. Beautiful. Hands come to the mat, framing that foot and sending the hips back. Half splits, digging this left heel into the mat here. Squaring off the hips. Feeling the tightness in this hamstring. Now I know I'm not the only one with tight hamstrings on this channel. We're going to get them. Every flow, I'm going to try to have some type of hamstring stretch. I stretch my hamstrings every day because they get so tight. Beautiful. Roll it forward, tuck the back toes, and here we are in our runner's lunge. So just find that forwards and backwards motion. Beautiful. Hands plant, foot steps back. If you want to vinyasa with me, let's go ahead. Push forward, lower down, push up, up dog. We all meet down dog. Beautiful job. Right leg sweeps up, 3-leg dog. Open the hips here, bend through the knee and take the hip circles one way. And let's go ahead and reverse that circle, go the other way. Beautiful. When you're done, if you want to step that right foot back. Yeah, coming into wild thing. Lift through the chest here. Big breath. Beautiful. We're going to step this right foot forward. We're coming into half moon. Right hand plants, left foot picks up. Take your time, we're not in a rush, and then left hand goes up towards the sky, maybe taking the gaze towards that left hand. If you need a block, you can pause me, grab the block now. Tapping into that breath. Maybe reaching this left hand to that left foot. Nice little kicking action. Beautiful stretch in that thigh, quad, hamstring. breathing. We're not losing the calm here. We are keeping ourselves calm. Slowly, we can release that foot grip. And we're going to take a big step back, and we're going to come into our warrior two. So just finding the positioning here. Magnificent job, my friend. Beautiful. Windmill the arms, framing the foot, stepping it back, plank. If you want a vinyasa with me, let's do it. Or you can meet us all in down dog, whatever you prefer. We're just going to take 3 rounds of breath here. If you want to sit back into kneeling or child's pose, go ahead and take that now. Beautiful job. Everybody's going to get in our down dog. Left foot's going to sweep up, 3-leg dog. Open up those hips, bend the knee, and let's take the circles one way. And we'll reverse the circle. Beautiful. If you want to take a big step back with that left foot, coming into wild thing, be my guest. Coming back to that breath, back to the calm that we know is there. We're going to take a big step with this left foot. Left hand comes to the mat, right foot up, and maybe taking that right hand up. And once you feel good here, you can maybe take that gaze towards that right hand. Coming back to our breath. Maybe grabbing for that right foot with that right hand. Beautiful, strong, and stretchy. That calmness is there. Just find it. We can do the hard things, knowing it's temporary. And slowly we release that foot. And we'll take a big step back. Coming in, warrior two. Oh, yeah. Brilliant job, my guys. Brilliant, brilliant job. Windmill the arms, frame the foot, step back plank. Gonna vinyasa. If you don't want to, don't. Everybody will meet back in a child's pose. Oh, yes. Hands out front, forehead to the mat. 3 breaths. And slowly I'll peel up. We're going to send the legs out long. Padimottanasana, seated. Forward fold. Big bend in these knees. Inhale the arms up. And we hinge from the hips to come forward here. And then back to the breath. Back to the nice inhales. And exhales here. slowly we will peel up here. We're going to hug this right knee in. We're going to hug this right knee with the left arm. Now, if you want to bring this left elbow to the outer edge of this right knee, it'll make it a little harder. Choice, it's yours. Right hand up and overhead. Gaze is behind us. Feeling that belly touching the thigh with every inhale. And then feeling it pull away with every exhale. Beautiful. Back around. We're going to have some fun. Playtime here. First steps are elephant. We're going to take this. This is our elephant trunk. Okay. And we're going to try to get it over this right arm. So if this is like you're laughing at me right now, then just laugh at me and continue to try to tuck that foot on up there. Now, if you're here and you're like, okay, yes, Steph, what's next? We're going to come into figure 8 and we're going to wrap this foot around this foot. And then we're going to play the crow game of the teeter-totter, right? So this foot wraps, okay, and we kind of straighten them as much as possible. It's not going to fully straighten. And then we just come forward. Like I said, a little teeter-tottering action here. And we're breathing, okay? So if you're not getting all the way into it, it's okay. This is a seriously strong core compression work. And, you know, a lot of people's cores will really tighten up over this. I'm going to do this in a different angle for you to see me doing this in a different way. So, like I said, I got this elephant trunk here. Then we can wrap these feet. And then we kind of fold it forward here. Right foot or right thigh is on this right arm. Left leg's almost straight. Almost. It's definitely not straight. So figure 8 is really fun to play with. So just keep playing with that. And now we're going to give you just a few more seconds. We're going to come back into our seated forward fold. So play as long as you want, I guess. And then when it feels good, you can meet everybody back here. Seated forward fold. We're going to gather our breath before we do the other side. And while we're here, like I said, we have a big bend in these knees. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. We're not trying to overstretch the hamstrings. There's no point. We have a beautiful bend here. It's okay. One more round of breath here. And slowly we'll peel it up. And we're going to bend this left knee. We're going to hug this left knee with this right arm. Once again, if you want to take this elbow to the outer edge, be my guest. Left arm up and all the way overhead. Gaze is towards the back. Once again, bringing that focus to the breath. Feeling that in-breath, allow that belly to touch that thigh, and then noticing the exhale, pulling it away. You're going to feel this in this left thigh, pressing up against that belly. This is the compression I was talking about. It's harder to engage your muscles in a compressed state. It's a fact of our anatomy. So if your muscles seize up and cramp up, you come out of it and then you massage. You dig into that area And if it feels good, you can try it again. Don't overexert yourself though. If you feel that cramp, come out of it. Don't mess yourself up. Okay, we're coming back around. We're going to start with the elephant trunk here. So left leg over. Okay. And like I said, if this is enough, we're just going to keep on stretching and backpacking that foot and playing with this and just letting the body see how it feels. If you want to take it a step farther, you can wrap the feet and then play the little teeter-totter game here. Straightening through that right leg now. And we're breathing. We are not holding or clenching the breath in these positions. I'm going to come around and show it another way. This is my harder one, right? And I'm just going to show you. So my little cramp happens right here. I like to just give it a little bit of pressure and then maybe just a little rub. Normally, you can feel it start to release. So we can try again. Like I said, I wouldn't overexert myself, but the try and the challenge is fun. So here we are again. Really gripping into the mat. My head is not laying on the ground here. And we're all coming back into the seated fold. Legs out long. And you can play. You keep playing. If you're having fun, you keep on. We're all just going to meet here when everyone's ready. One more round of breath. I'm peeling up. We're going to bend the legs and we're going to rock and roll. If you're into rocking and rolling, otherwise you're just going to meet us on your back. We're coming in for bicycles. So parallel shins, arms are open. You can interlace the fingers behind the back of the head or the neck. And here we go for 20 bicycles. And let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hug the knees. And we're coming in for shavasana. So sending the legs out long, tucking the shoulder blades. Not going to have us here for long, so let's take this. Let's enjoy this. Let's not skip shavasana. Here is where we can recognize the calmness in full. It's just like the lake or the ocean. The outer surface may appear chaotic. It may appear to be crazy. But on the inside of that, deep down at the bottom, it's total stillness. It's complete calm. You have the same thing within you. The awareness of this calmness and this peace is key. You know it's there, and when the chaos and the storms come, you can be your own calm in the storm. So feel this breath flowing in and out of you, calming you down, allowing you to settle into your mat. Slowly we'll reach the arms overhead, full body stretch here. And we'll all meet in a comfy seat. You can come through a fetal position or you can rock yourself up. I'll leave the choice to you today. Going to bring the hands at heart center. While the world may be trying to tell us who and how to be, we have to remember that we are the ones that are large and in charge. Remember, you hold peace, calm, and solitude right here at all times. Do not let things work you up. Come back to this peace. Come back to your truth and allow it to lead the way. May you receive all the benefits of today's practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is my first day back in the studio and it feels good. So thanks for joining me. Please do like, comment, share this video. I appreciate each and every one of you deeply, deeply, deeply. From the bottom of my heart, I hope you have a marvelous rest of your day.